came to Los Angeles working with young people, and I realized if I'm at a church trying to work with young people, I really need to know what's happening, because what happens in their lives, as you know, you take with you. You have a family, you go to school, you go to church, places you hang out when you're not in those places. So there's a variety of different areas of your lives that you connect with, not just one. And so that makes you a very, I would believe, not just a complex, in a positive way, individual. You have different experiences that you bring into who you are, or you try to understand. And that's the same way in terms of where we live.
God taught me through so many things with this experience. One experience that I learned so much was carrying hope throughout this journey that God leads us on.
The things that we were doing out in, let's say, the ministry outings, it was done better when it was done with people. People that had the same goal, the same purpose, which is to glorify God, serve God, and to share the love of Jesus to those around.
We just welcome you to the USS Dream Center Los Angeles class. And we're so very thankful to be able to give you a little insight, paint a little picture. We want everything that we're doing here to be transformative. And we just want to recognize immediately the Holy Spirit's act in that.
I was an addict and I couldn't get my baby back, and just coming here, God has just restored everything from my marriage to me, allowing me to be a mom to my girls. So I just want to thank you guys, and I pray that you guys don't ever go down that path, and that you guys are just beyond blessed.
I came here, willing to serve. I came here with knowing that I'm coming to help people, but at first, I was so much helped, It changed the way I see the world, but also God helped me to understand, to be grateful. I think the words that I got out from here, it's grateful. Grateful because so many times we are not grateful for what we have. So we keep pursuing what we do not have, and for that reason, we want more. We don't take time to sit back and look at someone who does not have and help them.
Be careful with the cars.
Unfurnished apartments.
They were appealing at one time to a certain population.
They painted over.
They painted over because it's no longer spotless, and it's definitely not furnished.
So what I want you to look is over this little shopping mall there. And you have a plethora of different kinds, an array of different businesses.
I learned that our faith is being with one another, and that it's pulling each other up, and it's not trying to get better than one another, it's not trying to be above each other, but it's to serve one another.
The view, isn't that kind of like, whoa, watch out. But what kind of view? You can get to see the parking lot, right? See how they painted here? That was all white before, and it would be all tagged up, so people stopped at that part. Fitness center, right? And then they talk about all the amenities, and then finally, the very last thing, it says studios, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. So who are they trying to attract to live? Bachelors, hipsters, right? And then there's lifters, right? Yeah, lifters. You don't hear of that? Latino hipsters? Protect your heart. It comes from Proverbs chapter 4, verses 23. P-Y-H. Protect your heart.
Whenever I would go to a youth group, I always felt the one that was left out, and I never really felt like I was a part of any community. And so my faith has always been kind of my own. It's been singular to me, myself and I.
How can I be a world changer? How can I impact the world that's around me? You came as one, now you're going to leave as somebody a little bit different. You've been challenged. You've really defined some of the resources that God has given you to really go out and do some great things and be the light that He has asked you to be.
Yeah!
Woo! It made me realize how fortunate I am of the God that we all know, and it made me realize that God is working even in the darkest places, and He's working in my life right now. I felt the calling to be a missionary, which brought me here, And I really feel God's presence whenever it comes to like those missions or having those bonding time with our Christian friends and family.